بيت على شكل صندوق بريد. يبدو هذا منطقيا في ثقافة شعبها يتنافس في تصميم صندوق البريد، ولا زال يقدر كتابة الرسائل. أما بيت على شكل درج فتصميم أريد منه أن يكون متكاملا مع البحر، مع الحفاظ على وظيفة كل غرفة. بينما في منطقة متوسطية الثقافة والمناخ يفرضان عمارة قادرة على الاستمرار مع تبدلات المناخ، وتؤمن راحة وترفيها لساكنيها. تأخذ الهندسة الخارجية بعداً تنافسياً في مدينة ملبورن. وفي هذا البيت الذي حمل اسم صندوق بريد تم تطويع الشكل بما يتناسب مع الفكرة، وكان الخشب المادة المطلوبة لتصميم بهذه الروعة، لا يلفت النظر فقط بل يؤمن أسلوب حياة عصري.
G'day Qatar TV, it's great to have you in Melbourne, Australia. My name is Robert McBride and I'm the architect for the Letterbox House. Why is it called a letterbox house? Well, the tendency for people to have an expressive letterbox at the front of their house. It's a very Australian thing to do. And the idea that we had was that what would happen if the letterbox was actually the front of the house. So instead of the front of the house being a dominant edifice, it could be the most modest thing that you have in a house, which is the tiny little letterbox. The key element of the letterbox house being the letterbox at the front, the number 7. And you can see how the house unravels, if you like, from that single point at the front of the building and creates this beautiful veranda space which overlooks the open space at the side. So we started with the letterbox and the house kind of grew out of that. But the shape that grew out of it is quite exceptional. So the shape is almost like an upturned boat, if you like. We've got a deck that runs up the building, or it could be read as the shape of a wave breaking. And we like that idea of creating a form which has lots of potential symbolic meaning or resonance with the environment around it.
التعقيدات الهندسية الخارجية فرضت تقسيما داخليا على غرف البيت وأقسامه ضمن قياسات اعتمدت الراحة في أسلوب حياة عملية بعيدة عن التكلف والتبذير.
It has a very large internal living room space, a double height space, which is in the centre of the house. It has a little courtyard which allows north light into that and allows for cross ventilation through that space. So within that space is just one very large room, open kitchen, the large dining room table, which is just the door really that we've used as a dining room table. It has things like a fireplace, beautiful down there during the winter, having a fire going. We've also created a little area, a little informal TV room, library area, which you step down into.
الأحمر القاني طغى على تصميم البيت من الداخل، وكانت المفروشات السوداء خياراً لتوازن اللون وإعطاء شخصية فريدة للبيت من الداخل لا تقل تميزاً عن تصميم الخارج.
The red wall is basically the shape of the outside veranda wall projected inwards. These are like giant ribs, almost like it's the inside of a boat, if you like, which is the theme that we wanted. The house itself has 4 bedrooms. So on one wing, the front wing, it has 2 bedrooms. They have their own bathroom. They're very self-contained. They overlook the garden. Then there's 2 more bedrooms towards the rear of the house. One is on a first floor. Again, it has its own deck area where people can go and have some privacy if they like. The green space, the green lawn if you like, which that is actually a drainage easement, so that can't be built on. So that's the reason that that's there. But it became, I guess, a sort of almost a performance space where you can sit on the veranda and, you know, kids could play. We wanted that sense of space in this house. We didn't want to make it like an urban experience. This is about an escape, it's about a release, it's about an engagement with nature, really. So that was one of the key ideas in the project. Thank you Qatar TV for coming to Melbourne, Australia, and I hope you loved the letterbox house.
بعد الفاصل.
My name is Joy Kanan Hosseini. That's pretty much the California, Los Angeles influence.
But the view of the beach and the sea and the gardens are the most important features.
Our idea was try to give the same type of life indoor and outdoor.
The house total is about 600 square meters built up area, all 4 units. And it sits on a lot of 3,000 square meters. This was meant to be a weekend house that grew into a more larger units and ended up being about 4 different units. My name is Joy Kanan Hosseini. I'm a US-trained architect. I moved back to Lebanon in 2001 after living about 15 years in the US, educated in the US. The main unit, which is right behind me, is the family house. It's the parents' house. It's the main unit. The main space, which is the open volume that goes all the way up to the second level, is separated by a media unit. It's a large box that goes from the first level all the way up to the second level and acts as a separator. The The dining area sits a bit on top of the main space, and it's directly linked to the open area between the family unit and the barn, so that whenever there is a reception, whenever there is any kind of activities, this actual dining area can give onto the space. The pool is supposed to link onto the sea. Basically, it sits on the cliff and it continues on to be an infinite pool. And the indoor-outdoor area, where you see the main pergola on top of the outdoor area, linking the Block A and Block B, which are the main space and the barn. At the end of the volume, there's an area that we call the winter area because it has a fireplace and it's cozier. You can see the materials basically where we have the white giallo finito finish, the stone, versus the wood cladding. And then the green. So the materials are very basic. That's pretty much the California, Los Angeles influence. Everything public is pushed forward. Everything related to services is pushed backward towards the village of Berbera, basically. Tiling that we recycled, they saved these tiles and they kept them for a long time until we built this. We reused them in the kitchen, we reused them in the hanging garden and in the gazebo floor. The barn area and the pool area and the deck area became the party unit, the young area, which we call pretty much the young area away from the parents, more calmer area. The second level is basically the sleeping area, and we were specifically asked not to designate a bedroom. So it's an open space, very simple lines, nothing very ornate, and the spaces basically have to speak for themselves more than anything else within the architecture.
As you approach the main house, the first thing you see is the large Maori artwork. It's the first thing you see, and it welcomes you to the property. Qatar TV, my name is Duncan Spokes, and welcome to the Muturua Island House in Northlands, New Zealand. The style of the property is that of a New Zealand beach batch, with all aspects are looking to the sea. The beach is the most important feature, and every outlook from the houses aims towards that way. The main property is a single-storey building which works its way up the hill. The main building is constructed using cedar and lots of glass, so that the views are unobstructed of the ocean and the sea and the landscape.
البيت الدرج، هكذا أراد التصميم أن يتماهى مع الطبيعة التي وضع فيها البيت. فوق كل درجة غرفة ينزل من منحدر ليصل إلى البحر.
So a lot of time will be spent on the deck, enjoying the views. You can even sit in the driftwood chair. It gives you extensive views of the garden and is very comfortable despite its driftwood look.
جمع الغرف سقف واحد مائل، ورغم ذلك بقيت منفصلة عن بعضها أشبه بعلب بأحجام مختلفة.
All the way through the property you're gradually making your way up the hillside, so there is always a small elevation each time. And as you go in, we come instantly into the lounge, relaxed lounge area, and then the dining and the kitchen, and they all gradually ascend. Again, each area captivates, but the view of the beach and the sea and the gardens are the most important feature. So you're always at one with the environment.
بما أن الخشب مادة متوفرة، فكان من الطبيعي أن يكون البناء الداخلي قائما بمجمله على هذه المادة التي طغت على المفروشات وتوازنت مع بساط أخضر عبر الجدران الزجاجية. بساط رسم بعناية لدرجة تجعله امتدادا للداخل.
So if you choose to eat outside, then there is the outside dining area where there is the dining table which seats between 12 and 14 people, and it is shaded by the pergola, and it has the barbecue and again an outside fireplace. So of the evening, if it's cool, it is a great place to enjoy. Perfect. Take the next stage, you go up a few stairs into the next area, which is the bathroom and utility area. The bathroom here is blue mosaic tiles, and it is great because it has again panoramic views and a glass ceiling over the shower. So ascend the next set of stairs and you enter the first double bedroom. You enter the bedroom, again you have great views, and there's a beautiful oak trestle table. The master bedroom then opens before you. To your left are the views of the sea. You have a patio to your right. So from the main house, we go towards the guest house, which is a smaller version of the main house. And the guest house design is very similar to the main house. It has the steel roof, it has huge beams which support it, and the main joinery is cedar, again with oak flooring and lots of panoramic views with all the windows. It's the Kiwi batch style. So where the family can come and everybody bunks down. Thank you Qatar TV for coming to Motoroa Island in the Bay of Islands in northern New Zealand. We hope you enjoyed your visit.
بعد الفاصل.
Our idea was try to give the same type of life indoor and outdoor.
بنظرة شاملة إلى واجهة البيت يبدو واسعاً كثير الغرف، وبالاقتراب منه تجد أن المساحة السكنية المقفلة كمنطقة الاستقبال ومنطقة النوم شكلت نصف البيت، والنصف الآخر مساحات مفتوحة صممت كغرف للهواء والشمس كامتداد لمنطقة الجلوس والطعام.
Just because we have a really spectacular landscape around us, we decided to make a really simple, basic architecture that somehow returns to the classical, modern style. Hello, Qatar TV. I'm Ignacio Lopez from Laguna Architects. We are here in PGA Catalunya Resort in Girona, in the northeast of Spain, and we will talk about La Viña House. So we create a really clean and simple structure. It is based on the classical Palladian villas in the area of Vicenza. That's why the feeling of the house, it is, you have this frame, this big frame that it's giving this protagonism to the landscape, and it doesn't matter if it's close or not, because the landscape is beside the frame. So wherever you are, you feel that you are in the middle of the nature. That's why the entrance should be something that, you know, it is this red carpet effect that gives you the feeling that you are entering somewhere. So that's why we use this red stone carpet in the entrance.
الأبيض ركيزة التصميم ومعيار لأسلوب يوازن مع الضوء بحيث يكتسب الحيوية منه عبر أعمدة وتخريمات إسمنتية تؤلف ظلالاً وترسم شكلاً للخارج. يلعب الأسود دور السنيد للون الأبيض وفي مطارح محددة، لأن دوره إبراز الأبيض بدون أن يشاركه أو يطغى عليه.
Somehow the pool enters this connection, even it is not visual, it is the atmosphere, it is shared. Somehow crossing these two different atmospheres, and I think it's giving a nice effect.
ثلاث غرف نوم احتلت الطبقة السفلية، وباقي المساحة تركت لأحواض مياه تشارك في الشخصية الهندسية للبيت وتتواصل مع الطابق العلوي عبر سلم شفاف يسمح برؤية الماء من أعلى وكأنه داخل البيت.
Architecture is just a frame for life. So sometimes with a strong furniture or with some really exotic elements, you can give character to a place. It was really important for us to have the possibility of keep the space totally open, so you have the feeling that you can have a promenade in the house, that you can use it, for example, in a party for 200 people.
غرف النوم التي حظيت بجيرة المسبح كان لها سلم داخلي بنفس شفافية السلم الخارجي، مع لون غامق يتماشى مع أناقة ودفء غرف النوم لتأكيد خصوصيتها.
Our idea was try to give the same type of life indoor and outdoor.